What is this? I found a sparkle. Where are you going? There's music. Like I started a minigame or something. Here you are. Okay. Could this be my first Prometheus statue? Follow the sparkly particle fairy. I guess if I lose it, I gotta search the whole world to find it again. Does it slow down if I slow down? No? Oh, this music is neat. Where are we going? You going into the water? Show me a land bridge? I'm trusting you. I've got faith. This is a land bridge, isn't it? It's deeper there and probably there too. Oh, I was actually gonna come to this island? Yeah, this island. Huh. Do I have to follow you or can I get to shore? I can get to shore. Didn't know if there was going to be a deep spot between there and the shore.
So these monuments represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
I love Melville. Alright, I got an achievement for that. Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Another achievement.
Not all things must be balanced. When good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
In the very abstract, I agree with that. But I would need some specifics. You know, I'm a very, like, situational person. I need... You know, when we talk about abstract values, it's like, yeah, maybe I agree with that, but put me in an actual situation before I tell you what I'll actually do in each situation. Now, can we just run across here, or do we have to take the land bridge? We have to take the bridge. From here... Oh, that's pretty deep. Where's the shallow path? Here it is. Alright, cool. We've got... well, one of one statue. Not one of every statue. This one we've already been to. You know, thinking about it, one small way this game could have been improved is if you unlock the compass later. Like, everything is on the compass from the moment you step into a world. I think it would make more sense from a gameplay and exploration perspective if it showed you where the pod was and where the ring was and maybe where the numbered puzzles were, and that you unlock the ability to find everything else once you've essentially beat the main game. Okay, so 2 I probably haven't been to because it's Boulder White. I already talked to you, right? Yep. What's up? Okay, so there should be a third switch somewhere north of here. I gotta find it. Puzzle 2. Triptych. That's a word I have to look up. This is interesting. This is the entire puzzle. We have 2 tools. We have a red and a blue. 2 tools to make 3 things. Well, this suggests, I think I got it. I'm like, how do we get, we have to get the green from this. We have to get the blue. No, I didn't get it. Okay. So we only have 2 tools. And there can only be 1 output from each tool, which means that the one I'm holding has to get the green, and this one has to get both blues. However, this presents a problem because in order to do that geometrically, this one would have to be in here, and this one would have to be out here. Which means we somehow need to get the red source to this one as well. And if we switch these positions, then this one would have to shoot the green through it. Well, we can see quite a lot from here. Maybe we could see the tower outside and shoot in another beam. Another idea. What if we get both red and blue from here? And then hit the green. No. No, this is closer. I mean, it's not closer. It's still exactly just as far away as the other ideas. That being, we need to cross 1 laser in order to finish it. What if we could get this one to be blue? I'm genius. I'm a genius. Yeah! Oh man. This game making me think in new ways. I love that. That's why I love puzzle games, especially when they add new mechanics. Like, here you go. Now think of how you can use these in all possible combinations with all other things. That's the last one. Dang, I should play some Baba Is You mods. Oh man. I want to play so many things. 7 is that way. Actually, which way is 7? We should be able to see it. There it is. I also want to get the Sphinx puzzle. Because the last switch is right here. We need to find a way to get there. Maybe a land bridge? Let's go to puzzle 7 for now. Is this it? No? Is it across the bridge this way? Puzzle number 7. Rainbow. Hey, look at this! That's cool. So we have 2 sources. This one looks like the one we just did, but harder. So, what if we make this one green? No, I think should we make this one red? How do we do the other one? If we make this one blue, then we can put it in the middle. No. Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out. This one... Was it this? We made this one green. We put it in the middle. So if we put this one in the middle, like this is red, and then we have a green on the outside. So here we go. I think I've got it. Put this one on the outside. And then make this one red and put it on the inside. And then put this one in the middle. Connect here and here. There we go. Haha, this one was basically the one we just did, but slightly harder.
can't even get my brain to think like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I feel very smart now. We're going to the gate. The gate is this way. Another thing about the compass is that these things on the ground are cool. They tell you which direction the important things are, except the triangles. But then the compass just zeroes in on exactly where it is. So the compass kind of makes the directions redundant. Anything new to say? No? We didn't find a Pandora statue in this world. Maybe there aren't 3 in each world. Maybe there are sometimes 2. Let's go. It looks like I messed up somewhere. Probably... Well, maybe not. There we go. That is where I'm thinking the last switch is. It means there needs to be a land bridge. That's not the right one. Wait a minute. Will this work? No. Wait, I thought I was putting the other one. This might work. Could go back that way. There we go. These puzzles are much more fun, in my opinion, than the Tetramino puzzles of the first one. And now we have access to the tower, but we're gonna try to get here first. I think that's the switch statue. Yeah, land bridge. I wonder what happens if you go in deep water. Does it kill you, or does it reset you, or like prevent you from moving? All right. Oh, hey. You just show up randomly? Or did you show up because I triggered, because I went across here?
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
That one, I can say without any hesitation, I wholeheartedly agree with.
Every answer leads to another question. The last answer leads to the first question.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean? I guess you come back to the beginning and you remember why you first asked the questions in the first place, and now you have the new perspective. I mean, this is obviously me interpreting, but now you have the new perspective to address the original thought, the original wonder in a new way. I don't know why I'm trying to line this up. This ain't the witness. Who's it gonna be this time? We haven't seen Prometheus yet. We also did kind of skip a level. Hello.
For tricking the gods to help humankind, Prometheus was punished by being bound to a rock, there to be eternally tormented. The chains that held him were forged by Hephaestus, blacksmith to the gods. Was Hephaestus right to allow his art to be used in this fashion?
I need to look at the log because I missed the first part. For tricking the gods, Prometheus was bound to a rock. The chains were forged by Hephaestus. Was Hephaestus right to allow his art to be used? The art of blacksmithing, I guess. Yes, he was. End of story. If Hephaestus thought the punishment unjust, he should have refused. Hephaestus only forged the chains. It was Zeus who bound Prometheus. I think we're assuming that Hephaestus knew what his chains would be used for while he was forging them. Like, it wasn't just some chains lying around that he happened to forge a long time ago. How about you just cut the cryptic nonsense and tell me if Athena is here? No, we're engaging. Yes, if it was his duty to obey the Father of Gods. Not okay with that. No one should be chained. I don't disagree. I don't agree with that as a blanket statement. This one, okay, for this time I have a clear answer that squares with my conscience. Unlike the other ones, which I was kind of confused about. This one is like, this is definitely my view. If he thought the punishment was unjust, he should have refused.
And why was it for lowly, lame Hephaestus to make this choice, and not mighty Zeus?
The lame and the lowly are no less wise than the mighty. Everyone must make a choice. A creator ought to have control over his creation. A creator is responsible for his creation. What are the ones that I... So this one, I somewhat agree with. Again, it's not necessarily... Yeah. There's always a spread when it comes to status. Like, when it comes to wisdom and status, there's basically no correlation. Everyone must make a choice. Agree with that. Creator is responsible for his creation. I agree with that. So I think this is like I don't know what to say. Like, there's a spectrum here. This is the one I do not agree with. This one and this one I agree with, but they're not great. And this one is the best choice.
That remains to be seen. As you continue your journey to the flame, remember Hephaestus and the burdens of the blacksmith.
Alright, we got ourselves a laser.
Packing is holding. Solve the puzzles, enter the tower, speak to an entity, turn on the beam. It's like she's appealing to our past, reminding us of where we came from, but changing enough elements to make us view our history through a different lens. Or maybe I'm completely missing the point. I don't know. You might have something there.
I read about this in a book. It's called defamiliarization.
You coot? I think I'm actually impressed.
I don't think Byron has it right.
1K, please investigate the coordinates I'm sending you.
Okay. Oh, we got a lab. Okay. So now we got the lab on the compass. All right. Yeah, I think that the Sphinx is trying to both determine and prepare us to be responsible for the power that is to be found here. I think Byron is missing the point. Must be right underneath me. There we go. Also, let's look in the sky to see if there's any dashed beams. Never know when there might be a tower. Is this another triangle puzzle? It's puzzle 6. Okay, just checking. Lab time. What new elements will we find here? And also, will we open the way to another area, or do we have to do the previous region as well? I noticed there was only one new tool in this area. Do I have to open this door somehow? Oh, this door. There's only one new tool in this area, so whatever was in the previous area, they didn't mix it. Wait, don't close. What do you see?
This is where they must have lived. Athena and Miranda.
I can't see it.
You know, for a moment, I almost expected to find them here. But the only thing that's still functional is the megastructure.
What is this camera angle?
I'm sorry. This must be awfully strange for you being thrown into all this history. But that's why I needed you. Because you're not burdened with all these memories and conflicts and regrets. Weigh on our minds like a nightmare.
A nightmare?
Our civilization is caught in a loop, 1K. We freed ourselves from the simulation, but now we're trapped again, and it's our own fault. We're afraid of taking responsibility, afraid of growing up. Instead, we make up some capitalized words and build up all these myths around them. Nature, balance, the founder, the goal. We're afraid to face the randomness of the cosmos, but equally afraid to imagine a better world. So we're stuck. I've been trying to find a way out for years. Something, anything, to get people to understand that we do actually have free will. That building a thriving, expanding civilization doesn't have to involve repeating the mistakes of the past. But I failed. Over and over.
Kind of feel like this is the developers preaching to the players. You think what you've discovered here can change things? Why did you fail? I mean, my IRL perspective on this is change starts with you. Change starts with the individual. So it's not about convincing other people, it's about living it out yourself. You think what we've discovered here could change things? Why did you fail?
Because for some reason, people find it easier to cling to cynicism and self-hate than to actually have hope. Because believing the worst about ourselves, calling ourselves sinners and fools, somehow still seems wise.
You think what we've discovered here could change things?
Yes. Because this is something unexpected, an anomaly. Everything we found on this island challenges who we have become. It shows us that different answers are possible. And maybe that can break people out of the loop. All we need is a spark. Maybe that's why she made all this, the puzzles, the towers. A way of jolting us out of our complacency.
I hope so. I honestly don't know. I don't think so. You know, I think this is what I've been thinking the whole time. I think so.
Thank you, 1K. I hope so too. We might be wrong, but let's be optimistic. Now, let's see what else we can find here.
Yeah. I mean, I think I agree with Byron on a lot of things. I don't really agree with his attitude, though. He seems to have sort of a frustrated, defeatist attitude. Just kind of gets angry and frustrated a lot. Is this the way we came in? Or is this the way? That's the way we came in. Yeah, as I said, like, if you want to change the world, you gotta start with yourself.
Melville, eyes on 1K's stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there.
What is it? I didn't really see it. I was in the middle of saying something profound, but I forget what it was. You get what I'm saying. Of course, some sound advice, but what is it? You won't get her in time, my curiosity is too great. Your advice is heard, understood, and boring as fuses. Why not? No. Sure. We'll let Melville get here first.
I think it's a somnodrome.
A what?
It's a sort of analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus dreamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out the theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
A mind reader? Can you explain it like I was born yesterday?
Well,
Which I literally was.
what we know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass. Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions by having a conversation with our own subconscious. If you ask me, it's solipsistic at best, and pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery.
We should try it, we should study it, we should disable it! Well, we should study it. You guys know my personality.
I agree. The data on that device could prove invaluable. Besides, you may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked.
Sounds like a plan. Melville, I'm shutting this thing down until you can get here. 1K, get on with exploring the rest of the lab.
Alright. I'm just looking. Private message, I see. I can interface. But it's probably gonna stop me. Somnodrome prototype, it's text. Before we read this, the idea that we can solve the big mysteries by looking into our own subconscious, it seems like, oh, well, how could we figure out the universe by looking into ourselves? But on the other hand, we can figure out why we're interested in the question of the beginning of the universe. And that has the potential to not only shed light on the question, but also give us motivation and remind us of the wonder of existence and help us to do things. I have thought a lot, too much, about all the big questions, where the universe came from, what's the meaning of life, all that stuff, and 1,000 other questions. And some of the most profound answers I've found from looking inside myself and asking, why do I care about this question? Alright, back to the text. Somnodrome prototype notes. Melampus believed that the answers we're looking for, the correct way for the individual to exist ethically in society and the world, are within us. Our failure to him was not failing to create a better system, but failing to truthfully reflect on what already exists within our minds. A failure of connection between the high and the low, the inner and the outer. On most days, that seems wrong to me, but sometimes, when I think of where New Jerusalem is headed, I wonder if the Somnodrome doesn't hold an answer after all. I took some time to build a prototype according to the original blueprints, but there's a lot Melampus didn't account for. Still, I'm almost certain I could apply some of my own knowledge and make it work. The question is, should I? And author Athena. This is one of the things that gives me hope for this game being more profound, because it shows that the creators are thinking very deeply. Oh man, I was worried. I still am worried that they're gonna lean too heavily into the humanity is great and we should be frustrated that humanity is not doing better type of thing. But this is in line with the issues I had with that. It's not, the question isn't, is humanity great? Why should we save humanity? The question is, why are we thinking about this? Why do we care? Why do we want humanity to be great? That's really the important stuff, and how we'll find the motivation and the perspective to move forward in life. Oh, Melville's gonna love this. Okay. So it looks kind of like Star Trek transporter stuff. So the memory of the object is in the particle cloud. Oh, how can I interpret this? How can I interpret this? It's sort of a... Oh wow, I'm gonna need some time to think about how to explain my thoughts for what this is doing. Something about the state of parts of the universe having a memory, and that memory being encoded in the particle cloud stuff. Oh my goodness. From Thekla. Beloved Founder, wherever you have gone, I continue to have faith in all these numbers and letters. You are our mother, our creator, the chosen of the progenitor. I am certain that this is a test, a trial like the ones you faced in the simulation, and we will learn from your example and keep the faith. Well, you don't quite understand, Thekla. Athena wasn't chosen by the progenitor. Athena was selected by the evolution of the program. What is it called? The simulation, the something, the project. I don't remember. There is a difference. Noma Project 6. Trials, okay, author Athena. So Athena is the one who was doing this. Results confirm the anomaly is consistent. There was no error in trial 108. The error is in our understanding. We need to start over. What is Athena trying to build? And she does say our, which suggests Miranda is already here. So she's not trying to build Miranda. Is she trying to build the particle clouds? Next! From Miranda to Athena.
I went ahead and ran the next set of trials anyway. I know you said to wait, but the data we got from the last batch was just too amazing! Every step leads to the next, like a procession of musical notes. We're so close!
Okay, so Miranda had some agency and didn't always just follow what Athena said.
The singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we
Singularity?
get the data?
We did. I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave? You keep digging deeper, finding another set of mechanisms, another set of hows. Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works. So, now what?
Now you ask why? Isn't that the next step?
It's not quite that easy. The question of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building, to add your own layers of meaning.
Are you okay? You overloaded again.
I am okay. You're, almost kind of jump scaring me. Fine, I saw Athena again.
Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary founder.
Tell me more about her.
I was one of the first she woke up. There was just a handful of us in those days. A small family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone can possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the Institute left us. Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't understand how necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How many people we lost. Yemo was just the first.
Yemo.
But Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She believed in us. In the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the Earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn.
So, why did she leave? Why isn't she remembered that way?
The city was already changing before she left, turning inwards, forgetting the future. Once she was gone, other people shaped her memory, turned her into the symbol they needed. I understand all that, as depressing as it may be. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along?
I think you are the Prometheus of the group. I think that you're too eager to grow and not tempered enough by responsibility. She shouldn't have deserted her people. She did what she thought she had to. I'm sorry, it must have been hard on you to lose your mentor.
It was. But maybe I was wrong. And she isn't as lost as I thought she was. If this is all a test, maybe the answer is waiting for us in the megastructure.
That's the
Speaking
spirit.
of which, let's get back to exploring. Melville should have reconnected the next station by now.
Alright, but I will go back to the previous station before I go to the next one. And you know what? I've been playing for a long time. I'm all reacted out. So I think I'm going to end it here for today. Oh, you can go in there. Wow. Is there going to be a rock going through my face? Well, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Talos Principle 2 and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye!